good. I do quite like that.
Hello, welcome back to Autoalex. You join me, Taylor Hetherington and Rory Mackay for episode 3 of the £1,000 most unreliable motor vehicle challenge. You have
a Range Rover P38 that barely works.
You have
a shit Alfa Romeo Brera, but it's got a V6 and a manual gearbox.
And four-wheel drive.
And four-wheel drive.
Which means it's definitely going to break.
Yes.
This week it is my turn to find the most unreliable car for £1,000. And there is only one car that I want in this world for that price. And Maisie is also very keen on it. Rory, can you guess what it is yet?
Is it Dorito related?
It is Dorito related. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be buying myself a Mazda RX8. Yay! Oh, in the mouth. That's right, I used to have a Mazda RX8. You will have seen a very popular series on Car Throttle, and I loved that car, but it had a broken engine. So I'm hoping to buy another RX8 with a broken engine to take to Scotland and back.
Wait, for £1,000?
Yes.
They've gone up a bit since I think you bought yours.
No, it was like 4 years ago. It can't have gone up that much.
I think you can get them for £1,000 anymore.
Yeah.
Shotgun Facebook Marketplace.
Shotgun eBay.
I think, okay, I'll just jump on Gumtree, which means I'm not going to
It doesn't matter, you're never going to find the car
Right,
anyway.
thank you.
I don't think Alex has found any of the cars in any of the challenges. Right. Does it have to be the high horsepower one, or are you going to be...
I'm not going to be fussy. If I can get the 231, I will be over the moon, but I know that they cost a lot more money. £900, 2 days ago. Hartlepool, County Durham. Upgraded cat, that's why the check engine light is on. Bodywork is nice. Seats are good. Condition overall decent. Fast sale. Needs a new driver's side suspension as it kicks when you drive it. I would not advise to drive it to required destination. Needs tracking, good brakes, good body, minimal rust.
Do you know where Hartlepool is?
Hartlepool is Newcastle. It's 1,000,000 miles away.
It's 4 hours and 46 minutes
It's
away.
1,000,000 miles away.
And we need to tow it as well. It's 5 hours of towing.
Or we could get Lewis to tow it to the unit. Lewis is our local Brummie towist.
Brummie.
And he's like, would you like me to go and collect your car for the house?
You sound like Mark McCann.
Oh, no. If I sounded like Mark McKenna, I would have ended with, I've just pissed myself.
Oh. Do you have a number for this Hartlepool?
I do. Shall I phone him?
Go on, ring him.
What's his name? Emil.
I'd quite like a meal.
Hello?
Hello, is that Emil?
Speaking.
Hello, mate. I'm phoning about your RX8 that you've got for sale on Gumtree. I've read that you said the suspension kind of kicks. Do you know what that is? Suspension arms or?
I'm not sure what it is. I tried visually. The suspension looks fine, to be fair. It could be the tracking, but when I turn the steering wheel and full on it, I hear a bit of it could be the ball joint, to be completely honest.
Oh, okay. So would you not recommend then driving it from Reading all the way to Scotland and back?
No, I'd recommend you getting it towed, but if you definitely come in, I'd obviously, I could negotiate a bit.
All right, yeah. So is there movement on the price?
Offer him 200 quid.
I'll give you it for 1,000, mate. That's all I can do.
Well, you've got it up for sale for 900.
Oh, for 900, sorry. Oh, it was on 1,000 earlier, mate. I was dropped it. I'll give you for 850. That's realistic.
Yeah, I was hoping for more like 600, to be honest.
Oh, no way, no, I couldn't, sorry.
Does it have any hot start issues at all, or does the engine run all right?
It starts first time, hot, cold.
And what about MOT?
It's MOT until April, May or June, I'm not sure.
Okay. And does it sound nice?
Yeah, send you a video of the noise.
Oh yes, please. Yeah. And
pops and bangs, red line at 9k RPM, pops and bangs.
And does the LSD work in it? Does it slide quite nicely?
Like drifting?
Well, yeah, just out of the corner.
I'm not drifting it, mate. I've only driven it.
All right, okay. You sound very sensible. I respect that. And regarding price, you're at 850. I'm at about 600. Is there a little bit of wiggle room there, Emil? I'll take very good care of it, and we'll have good fun in Scotland together. Not you and me, but me and the car.
800, mate. That's it. Can't go lower.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
He'll take.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Shake my hand on it.
Lovely, Emil. If you send me that little video, I'll have a quick look, and I'll get back to you in a little bit, if that's all right.
All right, cool. Cheers.
All right, cheers, Emil.
See
Speak to you in a bit.
All
right, nice one. Bye. Have I just one and done it? He sounds like a very switched on young lad. He doesn't sound like a hooligan.
He did
I
say
tried
that
to,
it pops flames when you bash it off the 9,000 RPM.
Yeah, but I
rev
tried to
limiter.
tempt him into bigging up about the fact that it drifts and stuff, but he didn't take the bait.
So I found
Yeah.
this one, which is grey in colour.
Yeah.
Right,
that looks
it's
nice.
£630.
Yeah.
And that's up for. It's in London.
Yeah. Look at the interior.
Brown chairs.
Wow.
70,000 miles. So
Oh.
it's basically brand new.
No, 70,000 miles, that's when it needs, what does it need? A service?
No.
An oil change.
No,
Oil
a
change.
rebuild.
Oh, a full engine
Okay.
rebuild.
So
Yeah.
anyway, it says has engine failure, but sometimes starts.
Right, okay.
It's
perfect.
quite easy to Fox has sensor and injectors possibly issue.
Yes.
I have purchased the injectors online. If I XAA add and fine, I'll provide alongside the car. Thank you.
So what's wrong with the car? It's fine. The car's fine.
It says has engine failure, but sometimes it starts.
Okay.
Which is exactly what we want.
Really?
Yes.
Does it have an MOT?
Yes.
Right, here we go. I have got.
Oh,
I
has he
have
sent you the
got-
video?
I have got a video. Didn't want to rev it too much because my neighbours went mad last time, lol. I mean, it sounds
There's no flame.
sounds like an RX8.
There's no flame.
Look, it looks quite clean.
It doesn't look too bad, actually. Do these go rusty?
Well, on the MOT, there is a little bit of rust apparently.
Well, it's an MX-5 Mark III underneath, isn't it?
so it will go rusty.
This actually might be the reason why it doesn't work. Why it's kicking. Front upper suspension arm pin, bush worn, but not resulting in excessive movement. I imagine it has excessive movement now.
Yes.
I would suggest so, yes.
But
Emil, hold out your hand. Unless you can hold out my hand for someone
Oh,
else.
give me a minute. I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
Literally the first car I've looked at. On Gumtree of all places as well. You lot always say, oh, you never buy a car, you never find a car. But I rock up, first car I find is the best one.
That's literally the
your
first time that's
mouth.
ever happened. You're usually rubbish.
I have found a blue one. Starting bid of 1,000, buy it now of 1,200. So it's a 55 plate Mazda RX8, not currently running. Call for info. And then we've got a number.
Call him up.
Welcome to the O2
Ah,
messaging.
they've blocked
Brilliant.
you.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I have just gone onto Auto Trader,
Yes.
right? And I've put in Mazda RX8, maximum price 1,500 quid, because obviously you've got to allow a bit of barter.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
I'm about to click search,
Yep.
and there's one car.
Shall we say
One.
this is the one car? Oh,
900 quid. It's black.
Yeah.
It says sport on it.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's got a
Pictures.
slight crack in the windscreen.
I like that, yeah.
Although the car starts and drives perfectly, I have not driven this car for over a year. The windscreen has damage due to bricks falling in the car from a nearby house.
In the car.
Wow.
We are getting this one if you can get it for less than £700.
Oh, for crying out
Well,
loud.
that's our
people.
answer sorted then.
Oh, bother. No one's messaged me back either. Do you know why? Because everyone that owns an RX8 is out working very, very hard to be able to pay for fuel and oil to run their Mazda RX8.
Or don't you think they're out doing illegal drifting and street races?
No, because their RX8s are all blown up.
No, that's true.
I think we're going to Hartlepool, aren't we?
Well, we're not, but we're going to send a man.
Are we going to send a man?
When are we going to Hartlepool?
We haven't got time for that, Rory.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody.
All right. Shall I do a deal?
These haven't replied yet. It's been
I'm-
5 minutes.
You said that 10 minutes
said
ago.
I
leave
said
it
that
5
4
minutes.
minutes ago.
I still think this is the best option. It has an MOT. I can hear it running. Apparently, it doesn't have any hot or cold start issues.
Whatever. You're going to be well within budget compared to what it is anyway.
Right, okay.
I'm going to be within budget.
You're over budget. You've
Wait,
got a pound to spend.
can I just
I forgot about
say
that.
something? Okay, are we all agreed?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hello, Emil. It's Alex. We spoke about your RX8 just now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, so long as you can assure me that there are no hot or cold start issues, then you've got yourself a deal.
No, there isn't. Alright, cool.
Perfect.
You can definitely check it when you're here, mate.
Yeah.
You can run it for like 10 minutes, whatever you need to do.
Okay. What about 11 minutes?
If you want, mate.
Okay, Emil. Yeah, I'll agree with you. 800 quid. Yeah. So what? Half before coming to look at it, and then half when I'm happy.
Yeah, if you want to do that. Maybe like 500 before, and then the rest
That
after.
is Emil. That is not half. I'm old, but I'm not that dumb. Yeah, I'm a trustworthy guy. I don't know if you've if you've ever heard of CarVertical or Autoalex, I've done a series on RX8s before. I'm not just.
Well, we'll just see. Let me know what time approximately, because to be fair, my house doesn't get in.
He doesn't have a fucking clue.
He ain't got a daisy.
All right, cheers, and I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
What 20-year-old car guy doesn't know anything about car throttle?
Right, I would just like to say, if you said my name, he would have gone, me. I know who you are, but because you haven't got a following.
Yeah, I don't have a following. Yeah.
He doesn't have a clue who you
That
are.
was it, but I only did that because Rory told me to.
Are you crying inside?
I did die.
'Cause I can see you
I just
crying.
died, yeah. Right, so Hartlepool, here we come on Thursday.
Yeah.
Either us or we're going to send Lewis up there. But I now have my £1,000 or under most unreliable vehicle. And I think that my car is the most reliable car of the lot.
No, I don't think yours is unreliable.
Mine came out of the factory unreliable.
They're not unreliable enough.
They are.
All right, do they have gearbox issues?
They have engine issues at 70,000 miles.
That's
they shit
it.
themselves.
Yeah, but they have one problem. You do have.
Which is the only thing that runs everything.
Is the aim of this challenge to break down, or do you get points if you don't break down but you have the most unreliable car?
I think, and you can't purposely do it, I think the aim of the challenge is who gets the most breakdowns.
But carries on driving without any external
you
help.
have to complete the trip, but it's who gets the most breakdowns is the winner.
Rory, I've got a question for you. Your P38, would you drive it home right now?
That went in my nose, that's horrible.
What, as part of a challenge? Or?
No, like if I said to you, you have to drive your P38 home, would you drive it home?
No.
Right, and on that note, join us as we head up to Hartlepool to pick up my most reliable, unreliable car I could for 800 quid. I think I've done very well there.
Or it magically appears because a man has collected it.
Or that. We'll see you in the next scene. But before you hold out anyone's hand and do a deal on a car, make sure you run a CarVertical report on it first to ensure it's not been crashed, stolen or clocked. If we take a look at the RX8 that I've just done a deal on, you can see that we've got green ticks for odometer, finance and damage that tells me that this car, no matter how shit, does not have a shady past. And now for an example of a CarVertical report that would make me walk away from a potential purchase. Check out this VW Golf. We've got green ticks for odometer and finance, but an amber warning for damage. So we want to check that out, and in some instances, like now, we have got pictures of the damage. And as you can see, again, massive front end damage. Someone, again, has run out of talent, spun the car round. So this one is one to walk away from. Keep on scrolling down, and we can see that this car was a Category S write-off. So if you were to see this as a clean car on Facebook Marketplace or wherever you like to buy your cars, you know that that's a big fat lie and to walk away. So then a reminder for me, don't get stung when buying a used car, motorbike or even a van. Run a CarVertical report on it first. What's more, to sweeten the deal, you will get 10% off using the code Autoalex. Right then, let's get back to the car.
Mind the door.
Yeah?
This is
A Mazda RX8 for £800.
what's this?
No, we don't worry about that. As you may notice, the car is now here. Thank you, Lewis, for getting it from wherever it was. I immediately have noticed an issue, which we knew about because the guy on the phone said that the left wheel was skipping. Kicking. So if you have a look at this wheel here,
Oh my
is
goodness.
perfectly straight. So the other one should be perfectly straight as well. But it's not.
This is more bent than I am.
That's impossible.
I'll give you it.
Yeah.
From the outside, apart from the bentness, this actually looks in quite good condition.
And also, it is cold. Let me just show you a cold start again. Here we go.
It's seized.
It just started.
It's seized. Rory, the engine's seized.
So we've just noticed that one of the battery terminals was a wee bit loose. So for the second time, a cold start of my £800 RX8.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Just tightened it up.
No, you haven't. You've taken it off, you silly
I haven't
bugger.
touched it.
I've got nothing on the dash.
Hang on, let me wiggle it again. Anything? I'm wiggling.
I'm bored now. Oh! On the button.
Ish. Does it do the popping and banging?
Don't know.
Can we try it?
Yeah, of course, let's try. Oh,
That's
yes!
quite good. I I do quite like that.
That's one way to welcome the RX8 and to...
Do that again!
Yeah? Whoa!
That's quite nice.
Alex, what is going on here? What? You've got loads of lights.
Well, yes, because no one's sitting in it, the door's open, and obviously...
You've got traction control.
Oh, I switched it off. Because, race car.
I do quite like that.
Do either of your cars do that? No.
Mine's got a V6, because I'm not a pussy.
So what do we think? Good purchase.
I really like RX8,
Yeah.
so I will give it to you.
And it starts first time every time.
Ish.
So, Luke, please join us. This is Luke. He is an RX8 aficionado. So when I mentioned that I was going to buy an RX8, he got very excited. And he said, well, you're going to need to do this, and you're going to need to do that, and all of those things. So
Right. First of all, I'm just thorough. And second of all, to be fair, despite the character assault that's just happened,
yes.
I'm quite impressed.
Good. Shall we get started at the front? All right,
Yes.
let's talk about the business end.
So obviously engine cover has already been removed, which is always a good sign.
Yeah, quick release.
That means
Yep.
somebody's topped up the oil at some point,
Yep.
which is good. Down here, I noticed we've got some Ryan Rotary Performance coils. These are meant to be a lifetime coil because one of the really weak points of these was the original Mazda coils would only last about 30,000 miles. So, will
Sorry,
you
I'm
stop
falling
it?
asleave.
One other thing I have noticed under here though,
Yes.
It's got a very big washer bottle.
it's got a very big wash bottle and a very small battery.
Yes.
So these,
Yeah.
because they have hot starting issues and they like a good amount of starting current.
Oh, this one.
You need,
Also, this
you need
is-
the correct battery for these, and that's not only is it not secured, it's also too small.
And,
Okay.
and the terminals are...
But it's okay because the engine is 100% healthy.
Yeah, as we've just
So,
heard.
yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Exactly.
this little sensor here has got a Mitsubishi badge on it.
That's nice.
That bit'll work.
So what we know about this RX8 is that it runs, it kind of drives forwards and backwards. The steering is a bit wonky.
Bit.
We're going to get it up on the jack, on the lift, and then we're going to have a look at what is going on underneath there. But for now, this engine, this rotary engine, is 100%, I'm going to say it now, going to get me to Scotland and back, reliably.
Let's just start again, see if it starts.
All right, fine. Whoa! I didn't expect that, to be honest. Yeah? And what? And what?
See,
What?
good car.
I've already won. Right, should we get it up in the air? So what do we reckon?
Your dust covers are a bit meh.
No, we don't worry
They're a
about
bit all
that.
split.
We don't worry
The,
about that.
the brakes are a bit rusty. Wheels are all in nice condition. They look like they've been refinished.
So long as the suspension is all rightish and there are no wheel bearings out, because remember your Brera was like that.
It's weird because this tyre looks brand new, but it's really perished.
Yeah, so we
Which
don't
would
like that.
suggest to me that it's been sat around for a little while. Oh, look at this tyre's really perished. Look at this. All the cracks in the rain channels.
Are you sure that's not just because Union Royal have that, but on purpose?
No, trust me, that's age-related cracks.
So this is a wee bit sticky.
Yeah, that caliper's
And
sticking on.
there are no brake pads on the rear.
No, there actually is a bit. They're
Really?
About, they're about 80% worn.
Okay, so there's 20% left.
Yeah, that is sticking on. Quite. Yeah, the pads on this side have got a lot more meat on them.
It's also a wee bit sticky.
It's a little bit sticky, yeah.
So as a reminder, this wheel, completely straight. This wheel, that is a lot of angle, isn't it?
I'm going to take a guess at what's happened here.
Okay.
Right, all the wheels are mint. None of them have a mark on them, apart from this one, which has got a mark here
Yeah.
that's similar to a curb mark, but there's no damage on the tyre and it's not really deep enough to be a curb mark. I reckon, you know when people park on the side of the street with their wheels turned?
Yeah.
I reckon this has been parked with its wheels turned out, someone's brushed it and hit the wheel in. Imagine if it was parked like that, they've hit that
Yeah,
like that and
got you.
bent it in.
Quite a lot of lock.
Yeah,
that.
but can
It does
you,
have a lot of lock, doesn't it?
it's, well, this one's bent in, so it actually doesn't have as much lock as it should, because look, see how it's not bottoming out?
Yeah.
Can you see that? It should go donk
Yeah.
and stop, where it doesn't. I can bounce that slightly.
Right, there we go. Let's have a proper look underneath. Don't get the screwdriver of truth, please.
We'll use this one today. I don't want to get my hands dirty, so I'm going to wrap it up. Right, so we've got an oil leak here from this, from the sun patch.
Minor.
The bushes are very perished, I can see that.
Oh wow, they are very perished, aren't they? So what has gone on here,
I can tell you, and it's not that side.
Oh,
Oh.
So it is this side. So someone's hit this wheel.
That, as we say in the traders, has been tailored.
So we need a pair of track rods and track rod ends.
Yeah.
And we don't do them, we don't just do the ends, we do all of them because they always seize up.
Okay.
These bushes as well on the upper wishbones look very perished.
Yeah.
Brake unions are
Right, you know the good thing is, because this is pretty much MX-5 underneath, so I could probably realistically get this fixed for the £200 that I have spare.
Well, we haven't got to the back yet.
We don't need to worry about. All right, we don't need to.
I need to check. I need to make sure that it's safe. If you're going to be driving about in this, I don't want the body to come away from the chassis.
You don't care. You prefer it if it happened.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Solid, Taylor.
It is solid.
At the minute.
It's surface rust.
That is less rust than your Brera.
Yeah.
But it's done.
But
It's done the same.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you've got a low mileage Brera and yours is so shit. I mean, even the sills don't look too bad.
I mean, yeah, they look great. Realistically, Alex, it's done 60,000 miles. It's brand new.
It is brand new,
Look at
exactly,
it,
which
look.
is why it's in such great condition.
That's your chassis.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
Your chassis's got a hole in it. Right, so you've got an aftermarket exhaust.
Yeah.
What on God's green earth is going on here? This is good, yeah, look. There's a little bit of play in that.
We'll have a bit of a blow there, won't we?
Yeah, there'll be a little, can you just see that, Rory? I don't know if you can see, it's a bit obscured, but there's
That's because there's no bolts there.
well, there is one.
I think he's just trying to make a point here, isn't he? He's just jealous. Right, let's just stop. Let's just concentrate on the back of the car.
Nice bit of it.
Right, come on.
Oh.
This is nice.
This is horrible.
Surface rust, I grant you that.
This is awful. Well,
It's
that's broken
not that
for one.
bad.
That's an MOT failure.
Why? What
Because
does this
your
do?
headlight, it's your headlight level sensor.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. We don't have headlights at the rear.
Do you know what? No,
What?
bollocks, you're wrong.
No,
This is
Taylor,
rustier
your
than my
Brera,
other. No, no.
The exhaust wasn't even attached to the car. It
Yeah, I
came
know,
in
because someone
full
nicked
pieces.
it. Yeah,
No.
yeah, and this has already had a replacement
No,
exhaust. Look at it.
I'm not having
sorry,
it.
bollocks. No,
I'm
no,
not having
bollocks.
this.
Bollocks.
No.
My
Your Brera
Alpha.
had holes in it.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.
It did in the
Your
rear.
Brera is so shit.
No, it's not.
It is so
My Brera, do you know what
shit.
makes the underside of my Brera look shit? The heat shield that's rusty. Look at this. There's none
It's
of my
surface
suspension.
rust.
Surface. It's surface rust. It is surface rust. Look at all this. Look. This is a my point proven. Thank you very much. This is a suspension mounting component
Yes.
for
Yeah,
the subframe.
Yes.
And as you can see, there is a rust hole here, and someone has put this rubbish little plate over the top of it, and they've tack welded it in place, and underneath you can see a ginormous hole, which is why when you tried to jack this car up, the sill collapsed. My point proven.
This car is still way better than your Brera.
No, it's not.
And get off.
Has this got an MOT on it?
Yes, it does until January, so we need to go before January. And diff, rear wheel drive, fun in the snow.
Look at all the pitting on this brake disc and the heat. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's binding a wee bit, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, let's see who goes over budget. I've got £450 to fix my P30.
I've got £200 and I can fix this, all of this.
Yeah, but no, mine doesn't need anything. It came with all the parts to
Yours
fix it. And all
doesn't
the bolts.
need anything.
The bolts just needed tightening up.
Yours
Where's
is falling apart.
And anyway, I didn't do the deal. If I was actually there to do the deal, then I would have had a £500 budget left over. But because you did it, I've got a pound.
Do you think that's likely?
No.
Yes.
No, not at all.
With
Not
my
at all.
charm and charisma, it would have been.
My P38
Is better than the Brera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took your P38 to Tom Lampford, didn't you? I'm surprised it made it there. It's that shit.
Yours doesn't even drive.
I would drive mine to Scotland right now,
Right,
and I
let
bet
me-
it'll
Oh,
make it.
wait, cut to the clip of the rear wheel.
Oh my shit.
Yeah, I don't care. This is not going to fall off, is it? I'm driving.
No,
in a
it
straight
will
line.
fall off.
No, I'm driving in a
But that
straight
would
line.
fall off.
It wouldn't.
It would.
No.
What we've established is that this
It's shit.
is a good car.
It's
It
rubbish.
needs a bit of tightening up.
A bit of.
It needs
tightening up.
£200 on parts, new discs, new tyres, which we're going to include anyway because safety. It has a custom, aftermarket exhaust.
Rubbish.
It pops and bangs, And it is fantastic. Look, even all of these lines here, brake lines, are lovely.
This is
There
shit.
is one thing on this car though, that we need to test.
The engine.
The engine.
We have got an engine tester machine-y thing, otherwise known as a compression tester and a Luke with pizza. So we're going to do that, but first, pizza.
What's going on here, Luke?
So, I'm about to take the leads off of the spark plugs, which are very conveniently accessed by taking the left front wheel off. Basically, to do a compression test, you take out both of the leading plugs, so the bottom plugs, and you put the compression tester, which I have placed somewhere, I believe behind you, into one of the exposed plug holes. You then plug it in, turn the engine over with no fuel, no spark. Oh, there we go. That'll do. And then we turn it over with the accelerator pedal flat out so that no fuel's injected, and hopefully get lovely, lovely compression figures.
So what are the figures that we want?
So in bar, 7s are good, 6s are okay, 5s are when you're going to start running into hot start issues, and if it's a 4, I'm going to cry.
Okay.
Basically.
So I'm hoping for 5s. 5s all round, that'll do me. So you would like me to put my foot straight on the accelerator, because
Flat out.
I'm only used to putting my foot on the clutch and then releasing it slowly with my
Very
foot
slowly.
flat on the
Oh.
accelerator.
Just pretend that you're slipping the clutch.
Here goes.
Stop. What was it?
It's got to be good, right?
So you...
Remember, 8 mint,
Yep.
7 good,
Yeah.
6, 5, 5.3, 5.8, 6.2.
Yay! Are we going to average that out to 7?
No, we're going to average it out to 5.8.
Which is good. That's close to 6.
So what you're saying is that this car, how long do you think this has got left in it?
Well, I'll be able to tell you that for sure once I do the front rotor, because that's just the rear.
Slip in the clutch in 3, 2, 1. That feels better. That feels good. That is good. Yes. Yes.
I mean, at least the front rotor's even.
Yeah,
They're very
yeah,
close.
yeah.
I'll give it that.
So that felt good.
Still not very high.
6s all round, I'm feeling.
So on the front rotor, very even, we have got
6 point,
pretty much 5.8 bar on all three.
which is very close to 6.
What Luke is saying is that this car has got about 100 miles left in it, and then the rotor's going to come off the chassis, just like the body's come off the chassis.
No. 5.8 is
Good.
all right.
It's strong.
It'll be fine.
Right, so long and short of it is, I paid £800 for this car, probably one of the cheapest ones. It's, well, definitely the cheapest 231 in the country, in the UK. And as we found out, absolutely mint, needs like a little bit of touching up here and there, and it'll be fine. This is good to go. All it needs is tyres.
Do you think for £200 you'll be able to get this driving?
Yes.
Well, I think for £450 I can get mine driving.
For £1, can you get yours driving, Taylor?
Yeah, of course I can. It just needs a bolts tightening.
It just needs the bolts tightening. What about the wheel bearings?
It doesn't need a wheel bearing. The hub nut was loose.
Right, on both sides.
No, it's just the one side. The other side was fine.
Was it really?
It was fine.
Cut to the shot. Oh my, has it got 4-wheel steering as well?
Well, I mean, it has now.
That's not fine.
It was fine. It was this side wheel bearing was loose because the hub nut was loose, and that side there was nothing wrong with it.
Cut back to that shot. Oh my. Anyway, that is a quick look at my RX8. We're going to do a little bit of tarting up, and I'm going to take it for a drive. Isn't that right?
This is shit.
It's not that.
It's shit. It's trying to be an Alfa Romeo. Shit. It looks like Captain Jack Sparrow. It's got a fucking eye patch on. It's shit.
Okay, so it's now the next day, and Febby has pulled an absolute blinder because we ordered these, yesterday lunchtime, and said, please, can we have tie rods and track rods for both sides? Because we looked yesterday, nothing in euros.
No.
Nothing on Facebook. We even phoned Mazda.
Mazda said they had none in the country and they'd have to order them from somewhere.
Yeah, so Febby, because they make them, they're here, next day delivery, before 12, so thank you very much. So we're going to fit these, when I say we, I mean Taylor, because I just can't.
He's got rigor mortis still.
My back still hurts. Before we do that though, are you over it now? Are you like over the fact that this is shit?
This car is so shit.
It's not shit though. It is so much better than your Brera.
The Brera might be a bit shit, right? But
So if we speak about what we spoke about on the podcast,
We spoke about the fact that Ant from Autosportivo has got an update on the Brera, and he said the engine is shit.
No.
Not only because it's a GM engine and not a Busso, as we all mistakenly thought, but because the timing chain is also very stretched.
it's slightly stretched.
No, very,
and every
very
now and again it
stretched.
goes into limp mode, but it's fine because it still runs. It's absolutely fine. My Brera might be shit. But,
Thank you. That's all we need. Right, we've got the soundbite. Let's move on. So, as a reminder, this is all very, very bent up.
Same.
Yeah, exactly. It's not quite that, but
So-
it is very bent.
We're going to change this piece, which is called the track rod. So the track rod is the piece that's bent, right? So that screws onto the end of the steering rack. So you've got the steering rack here. This is your track rod. It's hidden by this rubber gaiter. And then this is called a track rod end. And it goes on the end like that. And this thread allows you to wind it in and out to adjust your wheel alignment.
Oh.
And the reason that we're doing both, because although this one is not bent, if we only do one and we need to adjust the wheel alignment, that one looks very seized. So we will replace that one so that we can adjust the wheel alignment without having to about with it.
Happy days. All right, Rory, how about you and I just take a seat and just set up for a time lapse of Taylor actually doing some work? There you go, Taylor. You're worth it. Thank you, Febby.
Worth it.
Rory, let's just rip. Brilliant.
So I've just removed the track rod and track rod end.
Wow.
Look at what it should be like compared to how it is.
Right, hold on. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Don't come out with a witty joke.
Well, I'm not. There's no witty joke. Perfect, straight, and perfectly bent.
I've done the wheel alignment, Rory. I've done it by eye, and that's all he's getting because he's got no budget left.
Here we go. Maiden voyage in the RX8.
You mind my BM?
Oh, these seats are fantastic.
Are they good for your rigor mortis?
They are very good for my rigor mortis.
Oh, don't hit the curb, you'll bend the track rods. Go on, kiss it some.
Oh, yes!
It's so slow.
Look how jealous you guys are.
The tyres are so
Look how bad your tracking is, by the way.
I've done that by eye.
So
I've done that by eye. You can't even deny that's quite good.
Okay, so, right, as a car, this is good. Brakes feel
Shit.
brakes feel brakey. The suspension feels nice. There's absolutely no knocking
You've
whatsoever.
done about 5 foot.
But look,
Yeah, I know.
no knocking,
It's
no
because I've done
plonks.
that.
Can we just remember here, £800 this car cost
Alex,
me.
I'd give you 400 quid for this. It's shit.
I'll take it. I'll take your hand. Get away
Did
from
you feel the clutch slip? He slipped the clutch.
Shut up! That's not a thing.
Wait, let me get some maintenance on it.
Right.
He's going to maintenance
Look how
it.
shiny the dash
All right. Can we just, for a second, 6-gear speed.
is.
That
6 gear
works.
speed.
That's very nice. Into third, into second.
Oh, the clutch.
Oh, yes!
This car is so slow.
That is how we do that. The only thing that lets us down will probably be fuel economy, because as we know,
Slipping the clutch.
stop it! Get up!
He slipped the clutch again.
The horn is very good though.
Yeah.
Oh, you two are so jealous.
The build quality.
Right, can we just honestly? Do you think this is better than your car?
No.
Anything is better than Taylor's
This is
car.
shit.
I'm very impressed with this, and I remember now why these were such fantastic cars.
Alex, this is shit.
It is not shit. It is
shit.
fantastic.
Right, let's imagine that we're in a getaway situation and you need to jump out, Rory. You ready? Ready, and go, quick, out the car. How'd you get out? Quick, go, Rory, go.
Go. Oh shit. My rigor mortis. What is happening here? Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I'm out.
All right.
Alright.
All right, thanks. Yeah, we're good. Oh, we're something. And so with that, we have our challengers, as my RX8 joins Taylor's Alpha and Rory's Range Rover in our lineup of the most unreliable cars for under £1,000. The next time you see these trusty steeds, they'll be on their way to Scotland, with all three of us behind the wheel with our fingers firmly crossed for as little drama as possible. However, as we all know by now, an Autoalex road trip is never fully complete without a few mechanical problems and a total engine rebuild. So then, we'll see you then.